It's important to be conscious of who you are giving your energy to, who makes you unhappy, who is just negative all the time.
But if you're styling me, I come after you. Now I go invest my money and you take me for fool. No, it not go so. Remember said you didn't know the start, yes sir. Me love you deep in my heart, yes sir. Me love me like you're the right kind of girl.
Welcome back to my channel with Kiera. This channel consists of education, healthy tips, inspiration, and plenty more. I hope everyone out there is doing well, healthy, and doing everything that you desire. Today's video is how I lost 100 pounds part 2. Let's talk about it. 185, a junior in college, and
Enough talking.
You're cute when you care.
Oh, not in front of Buzz.
got pregnant, and throughout my pregnancy I continued to go to school, and that's a whole nother story time. But yes, you can do it. So if you're watching this and you're pregnant and you're in school, continue to go, because it is light at the end of the tunnel and you can do it. I was working, so of course I didn't have like a schedule. I was all over the place, you know, doctor's appointments, class, homework, you know, study groups, and then work. And I just ate throughout, you know, every destination I went. I was eating. I actually worked at a fast food joint, so I was eating at work. My co-workers were just filling me up as if I was pregnant with triplets or something. My ending weight was 300 pounds.
Damn. Oh, God damn.
The doctor did notify me that if I kept doing what I was doing, that I was going to gain weight. And it's not easy as you think it is.
Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna snap back. Yeah, it's nothing.
Trust me, it's not as easy. I didn't realize that until the baby was gone. I had the baby and I was still 300, and I was depressed. I was angry. I was mad, and I was confused. Like, I've never been this big before. I'm always, used to looking nice.
Hey, nice playing with you.
And fitting the clothes I want to wear. And
What happened?
you know what I'm saying? And I knew, and I had numerous people, a couple of people telling me, but you think when you're pregnant, you're just supposed to eat. And that's not what you're supposed to do, because you are, whatever you eat, nutrition, and your 3 to 4 meals a day, and your healthy snack is still good enough for the baby. The baby is not starving, so you're not never starving the baby. I don't want you to think that you're starving the baby if you are pregnant. You still need to eat, but you don't need to overeat. You don't need to be eating in the middle of the night, eating junk food. And it's about what you eat. I was eating bad things. I'm eating all of the bad things, fried things, junk food, Debbie cakes, sodas, all of that, and not working out. So that was my problem. I tried numerous of diet pills, supplement pills, even paying
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
people, far as you getting their powder and stuff and the fitness programs online, but you're not getting that one-on-one, so it's not as real, and it wasn't as helpful to me. And they just want their money, point blank. And that's not good enough for me, because all I want is results.
What is that? Oh,
It's like, what is it? You can't keep walking around, angry. You don't want to walk around keep being sad. You don't want to walk around feeling depressed, confused, and then that comes out lashing out at people, and you're not realize what you're doing or what you're saying, and that you're hurting other people in the process, which is not cool. So we need to deal with our own problems, and so we're not putting them on other people. That's for one. That's the main thing, and that's the ultimate goal, is being able to control your emotions and control yourself, because You can't blame anyone else for what you're going through, okay? The best thing to do is just pray and work on what you're going through. But first, you need to identify the problem. So I had to identify the problem, that I was too big, I was overweight, I didn't want to accept it, and what do I need to do if I really want results? We have to get the results. We can't blame someone else for not giving us results, or fuss at someone else for not giving us the results. We have to put in the work if we want the results. No one's going to do the work for us. We have to do the work. We may get help along the way, but we still need to put initiative in so someone can see that we're actually trying for them to help us.
2,000 years later.
Sitting around thinking how easy it is to be unhappy about something but do nothing about it.
Nope.
But we ourselves is the only one capable of bettering ourselves. So once you identify the problem and you know that you don't like it, if you don't like something, what we do? Change it. If you don't like that order, what you do? Go get your money back, right? If you don't like that outfit, how is them jeans, if they not fitting you right, what you gonna do? Exchange them or get a refund. That's the same thing how we need to do with our life. So we can't keep sitting around unhappy or sad and not trying to put action into it, or you must just want to be sad. We need to apply those same concepts when we want our money back and all those exchange.
We're gonna get our money back because they ripping me off.
With our life, be able to be happier. You start putting steps into all of that, what you really want to do, what you really desire, you're going to be a lot happier. And you have to, everything takes time. Diamonds are not made overnight.
Nope.
So if you have a desire, or you have a goal, or if you have a dream, putting in the work is the hard part. Patience is actually the easy part. Waiting is the easy part, as long as you know that you are putting in the work. If you're not putting in the work, those are usually the times that you're not patient. If you're putting in the work, you know the work you're putting in, when you get done, that's what you're going to get at the end. So you have to make sure that you are putting in the work. Just get up in the morning, listen to something motivational, find an activity in the morning that starts your day. I like to get up in the morning, eat something light, and work out in the mornings. That helps me start my day. I found when I was 300 pounds, the difference was when I got up in the morning, I woke up and I laid in bed for about 3 hours. Contemplating, just thinking, sad, just on the phone, not doing nothing, just wasting a whole bunch of time when I could be up, getting my day started, doing the things that I really need to be doing, what I really want to do, my passion and everything like that, to start my day instead of
I just wish my life was just so much better. Just in the bed, just like, dang, I'm just so fat. What do I need to do? Like, I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to get up. Like, I don't even want to be seen. Like,
nah, let's do it. Get up.
Sore, you just don't feel like it? Those days? Those are the days that count.
5 in the morning, no later than 6 o'clock a.m. Whereas before, I would be getting up around 8 or 9, right before class. We need to be up already before we head out the door. We need to be up probably like 2-3 hours before. Up, the way you're not running late. You can eat your breakfast instead of eating your breakfast driving down the road trying to eat and drive too. You can have already had your coffee at home if you drink coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I have like packed my stuff in the morning, make sure I don't forget things. Some of the things that I know that I can do to help jumpstart me on the next day, to give me a head start, I will do, like, you know, as far as ironing your clothes, finding what you need to wear. Go ahead and pack your lunchbox. Go ahead and pack your work bag. Go ahead and do some of those things the night before to cut you time to what you really need to do, because you really need to wake up and be able to get in the mindset to be focused for the day instead of running
Around looking for all the things you need to do, not trying to be late, looking for your keys, looking for that, looking for that.
That before I didn't have a routine or a schedule. If you watched my Sunday workout video, I talked about the importance of having a routine and a schedule. I didn't have a routine and a schedule when I was 300 plus pounds. I just went with the flow, tried to make it where I could, make it, you know what I'm saying? But now I make sure that I have 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday laid out to make sure that I am focused. I'm not forgetting things. I'm not supposed to be somewhere and I forgot and they calling me saying, hey, you need to be there. You have to have your weeks laid out because you still need to be focused because you still have things to do. I'm a mom. I have, schoolwork to do. I have work to do. I still have things in between all of the necessary things that I already got to do because those are my priorities. But I also want to get my life right in between my priorities. Be able to live and do our priorities. A lot of people who, I was all over the place and I was just barely living, not even living because I was sad and depressed and unhappy. But I was at school, I was at class, I was doing what I was supposed to do, but I was not happy. So we need to make sure that we are satisfying our priorities and satisfying our personal needs. And so that's why we have to have that routine, have that schedule so we can have a balance and be able to be happy. And then also you have to rest. So in between, if you have a schedule, I can rest between these hours on that day. Tuesday, I can rest because I have did everything else. That's the day I need to relax because your body also needs to relax. We're only one person. We can't do 50,000 things.
Nope.
Like SpongeBob, like I said also in one of my workout videos, we can't do all of that things because we only have 2 hands, 10 fingers, and 2 feet, one body. It's all right to be curvy or thick, but we need to make sure that we are healthy. The world is promoting obesity. And don't get me wrong, I went through some days I just knew I was cute, but I didn't realize how big I was until I see pictures now and then, so you may see, women that is, overweight, but we want to be healthy. So it's not about being skinny. It's not about wanting to be actual to a number. You want to be healthy. So I don't necessarily get on a scale every day because it's not about the number. I want to be healthy. I want to make sure that I'm feeling happy in the inside. I want to make sure that my mind is focused. I want to make sure that I am there for myself first so that I can be there for my daughter and my spouse. You can't pour from an empty glass. You need to have your glass filled up. That way you can pour and go around and give everybody their tea. You're not being selfish. You have to focus on yourself first. You may have a husband, you may have a wife, but you need to wake up and handle what you need to do for yourself first, and then that way you can be there for them. If you're not healthy, you're not serving them in the beginning because your kids need you. Your spouse needs you. We need to be as healthy as we can so we can live long lives. And that's what we want. Your kids want to see you happy. Your kids want to see you healthy. Your kids want to be able to run through the park with you. And I wanted to make sure before my daughter was like actually up and, walking around and knew what was going on, that I was on the up and healthy side. I started when she was 3 years old. She's now about to be 6. So, she's more into, what she want to do, and I'm able to keep up, and we just all running around, and I'm not behind. I'm slow because they kids. You need to be able to keep up with your kids, not tell them stop running. You need to be able to keep up. Because when we are healthy, we make better decisions, we make better choices, we're more conscious of what's going on, we're more aware, and we are just able to work. We're able to function on a higher level when we're healthy, and you know, when you get that workout and you're able to think differently. Steps that you can take to start heading in the right direction is to write down things that you are unhappy with in your life. You don't always have to complain. You may be unhappy, but you know, on the other side of unhappy is happy. So if you identify the things that you are unhappy with, you are more likely to be able to work on those things to be happy. If you don't know what makes you unhappy or what makes you sad, you don't know how to get out of that funk. But so you need to identify what makes you go into that mood. Document these things, because this is a lifestyle. This is a journey. So you need to always be able to go back and reference, and to be able to, when you go in that mood, oh, I just did such and such, and I know I don't want to be like that, so I can pull back. It's okay and it's natural to go into a funk sometimes. You're not going to always feel like doing it, you know what I mean? But that's why it's necessary to have those rest days, and that's why it's also important to have a routine, because that way you can have a balance to where you don't even have yourself go into a funk. It's important to be conscious of who you are giving your energy to, who makes you unhappy, who is just negative all the time. It's important to be around positive people, people with positive vibe, people with good energy, people who you know makes you happy. That's a big game changer. You may feel like, oh, I want to deal with him because he but you know deep down that he has negative energy. He is always making you upset. He is always doing this and that. So why be with them? Your energy, your peace, your happiness is more important. Our happiness, our peace, our energy is more important. You are gonna find it, but you need to be conscious of who's draining your energy, because that's why you're always tired. That's why you always feel like being in the bed all day. That's why you aren't able to actually get up and go on a walk, because you're so physically drained. You have to know when to turn that thing off, or don't get them access to you. You have to know how to give certain people certain keys of access. Everybody don't get the passcode. Everybody don't get a key to your crib. So it's the same thing in your life. Everybody don't get your phone number. Everybody don't get your address. Everybody just don't have a certain way to interrupt your peace. Everyone doesn't get access to interrupt your happiness. That's out. And so you have more energy to focus on your goals. You will have more energy to focus on what makes you happy. You will have more energy and the space to think of more creative things for you in your life to prosper. Not necessarily figuring out what's going to work for them. You need to figure out what's going to work for you, and you need to give it your all. Your all. Give yourself your all. Don't give your all to somebody else. Give yourself your all first. And then after you get what you need to get done, then you can give it whatever little bit left to them. And that's just the way, so you can be happy. When you unhappy, no one's going to necessarily pat you on your back.
Say, hey, what's wrong with you?
When you're sad, no one's not going to say,
Hey, you need something?
When you depressed, no one's going to say, they're going to say, oh, you get up, you're all right. So you need to make sure that you are focusing on your mental health, your physical well-being first, and then continue on. All of the steps that I have talked about today are steps that I had to take in my own life to get myself on the track of healthy lifestyle. You have to put yourself on the track of healthy lifestyle. If you put yourself in that track of drama, you're going to attract drama. If you put yourself in that track of gossip, you're going to attract gossip. You gotta drive yourself or walk yourself or run yourself to a healthy lifestyle, and you're gonna be able to summons all of those good things. You're not gonna figure it out all on your own, but you need to first identify, say, yes, I want it, and walk or start to walk. Get to the starting point, and the rest is enjoy the journey, because it's not about the destination, it's about enjoying the journey. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you.